went squirrel hunting today, and as you can see, I got a few squirrels. I shot 4 today. I bought a break action single barrel shotgun, just a 410 shotgun, and I wanted to get out and try it out some. The tools I'm using to clean these squirrels are my Mora knife, just a good sharp little knife, and some clippers. These are hoof clippers I've washed very well. If you're cleaning any small animal, I prefer to have a pair of clippers or heavy scissors around. It just makes it a lot easier. Brianna asked me to light a fire because it's pretty cold right now, and it's supposed to get a lot colder tonight and the next couple nights. So I've been down at the woodshed splitting firewood so that when I'm at work, she's got an easy fire setup. So I've got some firewood on the porch here. The funny thing is I went down in the dark with my flashlight, started splitting firewood, and as soon as I'd split a few logs, I was cooking hot. Took off my coat, came in the house, said, "We don't need a fire, it's hot in here." I left my flashlight down here. I love heating our house with wood. We have a kerosene monitor heater, which kind of works to even things out. And we can leave it on when we're out in the real cold weather. But really, kind of the core of our heat is from our wood stove. Here's some of that wood I split just for an easy starting fire. And this is our little wood heater. This is a familiar name out here in the country. A lot of people see this wood heater and they don't think it's actually a wood heater. They think it's like a propane furnace or something, but no, it's actually a wood stove. And inside there's a firebox, and then there's a sheller on the outside, which actually is really great if you have kids because the heat kind of comes up off the top, but the kids aren't able to touch the hottest surfaces of that inside firebox. So even when the fire's burning at its hottest, if you touch it up here on this grate, you won't burn yourself right away. You'll get a little bit of warning. One thing about having a wood stove is that when you bring wood in the house, you always bring in lots of dirt. Let's check on that fire I just started. Looks like it's burning nice and hot. For those of you who don't heat with wood, there's some cool things about it. So you can open up your damper, which just lets more airflow go into the fire, which makes a hotter fire. And it burns fast and hot, can heat your house up. Cool thing though is that at night you can load your wood stove up and you can turn down the damper and the fire will burn slowly overnight. So in the morning when you wake up, you just open the damper back up, put a little bit of dry wood on, and the fire will start right back up. So sometimes at the coldest part of winter, there's actually a fire going, 24/7 for days and days on end. If you've never heated with wood, you won't really know how much of a social component a stove can be in an old house. On the coldest days of winter, this might be the warmest room in the house. And when this house was built almost 100 years ago, the wood stove or the fire would be the warmest place, probably the only warm place in the house. So everyone's gonna gather there. Nowadays, when we have our house is heated evenly throughout, you can hang out anywhere. The funny thing is though, when your whole house is heated to one temperature, you're never really warm when you come in from the cold. With a wood stove though, you can step right into that radiant heat and instantly get toasty warm, and then you can go on about your work. In the rest of the house, that'll be a little cooler. It's a really, really nice thing. I've got these squirrels here, so if you don't want to see dead squirrels, look away. 4 little squirrels. Oop, there's a little hair. I'm gonna let the squirrels sit in the fridge probably for 2 days, and then I'll pull them out and make squirrel soup. I'm gonna cook the meat off the bones, add some bacon, potatoes, vegetables, and we'll have a delicious soup. Question is, will all the kids eat it? Because at least Joy was a little horrified at the dead squirrels. It is just meat, it's just meat in little bodies, so it kind of looks like little dead animals, which it is. YouTube doesn't really like guns, hunting, killing animals, slaughtering, anything like that. So this video is very likely already to be demonetized. We won't make any money on it, I don't think. So we might as well just dive right in. So let's talk about guns. I bought this little 410 shotgun today, actually. I went hunting, shot some squirrels, had a really great time. For those of you who don't know guns well, but you're getting into homesteading or interested in getting a gun, I just want to give you a real quick rundown on this gun. It's a Rossi shotgun in the box. It's only been shot 4 times, 4 squirrels. So the first thing we're going to do when we pick up a gun is we're going to check and make sure it's unloaded. With this shotgun, the way you do that is you break it in half and you can't see a shell right there. So you know it's not loaded. You always got to check that. So here's this little shotgun. So a 410 shotgun is the smallest shotgun you can buy. And by small, I don't mean it's short. I mean that the bore of the shotgun is very small. The reason why I want to tell those of you who are getting into homesteading or homestead and have never owned a gun before about this little gun is because I think it's a very versatile and it's definitely a very affordable gun. This shotgun costs about $120. As far as guns go, that is the basement price. This is actually a youth model, and I got it so that my kids would be comfortable shooting it as they are introduced to hunting, probably through squirrel hunting. The reason why I wanted to get the 410 shotgun for squirrel hunting is because you just don't tear up the squirrels like you would with a larger shotgun. The other thing is that the shells for a 410 shotgun are a lot more affordable than a larger shotgun. These run about 50 cents each, and you could pay, actually I haven't bought 12 gauge ammo recently, you could pay $1 each though for larger shells, give or take. One cool thing about a shotgun is that you can get all kinds of shells for it. This ammo I have has quite small shot, probably, I'm guessing, I haven't looked it up, probably 50 to 100, very small shot that come flying out at relatively low velocity, about 1,200 feet per second. And it's great for hunting small game. Now you can hunt game up to the size of a white-tailed deer. I don't mean to start a controversy by saying that, and I wouldn't recommend this if you are primarily hunting white-tailed deer. I wouldn't recommend a 410 shotgun. Recommend a rifle or a 20 gauge shotgun. But I'm really excited about this little gun because I can go out and affordably have fun and affordably hunt for small game. It would make a great gun for just general homestead use. If you want it for butchering larger animals, you could use it for a headshot, and also for fairly close range varmint control. And again, I don't mean to start a controversy, for home defense. So my overview of the single shot 410 shotgun is it's my top gun for small game hunting, for affordability, ease of use, introducing kids to hunting. It may not get top scores for large game hunting, and definitely doesn't get top scores for home defense. It could be a great introduction for you, especially for the recoil shy early shooter or beginning shooter. But always get someone who knows guns to take you out shooting, go over all this stuff with you. If you're wondering why Bree is not in this video, it's because she's been really tired since she got pregnant. She's pregnant, if you hadn't seen that video, and due in, I don't know if we're announcing that, or maybe we already did. Anyway, Brianna's pregnant. She's sleeping right now. It's only 9 o'clock and she is sound asleep and she needs her rest. She's worked really hard today. She had the kids. I was out running errands, took a class, I've got the wood stove fired up. It's way too hot in here, so I'm gonna damp it down a little bit, and I'm gonna sign out. That was another great day on the homestead. Thanks for joining us for this quite different video. Hope you enjoyed it, and we'll see you next time.